Welcome. This is our live. This is AFCON Extra. Thank you very much indeed for making time every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday here on TV 47, 1:30, 2 p.m. We give you the best of what's coming out of Morocco, where the Africa Cup of Nations 2025 is currently underway. Teams yesterday, they rested. Today, they are doing makeup, wanaenda salon, wanafanyiwa massage, wanakandwa before now we get into the proper quarterfinals starting tomorrow on Friday. Remember, of course, also those matches are usually broadcast live on Radio 47. Then, of course, as we give you the inside, the gossip. I'm not alone in this particular AFCON Extra show. Besides, of course, the entire team that is behind the scenes, I have my two big minds in football. That is Celine Waithera, a.k.a. Secret Mara wa coach wa Nigeria, Shele. Thank you for making time.
Thank you.
Make sure to say something. I also have, of course, former coach of Museto FC and current chairman of Museto FC, Michael Barnabe. Karibu sana.
Thank you.
I have seen, of course, just before we get into this, we have a question of the day. I was asking my producer today, Alan Ndeto Nzuki, where the decoder for Azam is, because we are giving away goodies. Every week tunakudunga Azam decoder. Every week tunakudunga decoder. Every week tunakudunga decoder. But of course, we want you to participate in this particular show. Call us, WhatsApp us. We're asking you a very simple question. Raisi sana. Which team or which teams do you think will qualify to the semi-finals of the Africa Cup of Nations 2025? Which teams do you think will make it into the last four of AFCON 2025? The WhatsApp number where you can send your video or your voice note or your text is 0793 0793-267-279. You can call us in 0795-045-864. Wacha tuingie kwa hiyo maneno. Unaonesha decoder tu hivyo rahisi. Alan, lete decoder watu washinde. Alan, usipeleke decoder Kitui. Now, penye boy Kimanzi amepeleka decoder Makueni. Celine, Mali versus Senegal. That is number 8 on the FIFA rankings in Africa versus number 2. Mali Mali is 8 and Senegal is number 2 on the FIFA rankings. They're meeting tomorrow at 7 p.m. Kenyan time. What do you make of that? Who will make it?
I think Mali is not going to collect their first win against Senegal.
After they're showing against Tunisia?
Yes, they are playing good. But at the end of the day, you're not winning. Draws, winning on penalties. That means you're not scoring goals on open play. Yeah. And it means there is something you're lacking in your team. And I don't think they're going to collect their first win against Senegal, because Senegal is ready. This tournament, they are in and in and in. Nothing can distract them. But again, Mali has managed to pull surprises, yes. Something we did not expect. If you look at they have, I think, 4 draws. Mm-hmm. The last game they won on penalties, qualifying to the quarterfinals. Yes. And I feel like it's going to be a tough game for them, even though I feel like they're going to pull out a show. I think they are the Ivory Coast of this 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. Because if you look at Ivory Coast, in 2023, they qualified by luck. Each and every stage by luck. But I feel like Senegal is going to beat them. It's written. It's there. In as much as I want to say they will win, Senegal will beat them.
It's so funny that they've reached this stage without actually a win.
Exactly.
3 draws in the group stages, and now they have a win. Actually, in the normal, 90 minutes, they've not won any match because they won it on penalties, yes. in the round of 16. But if you look at it again, they might bow out. But I think not without a fight, because remember, they were reduced to 10 men, in the last 16. Actually, they played around 66 minutes in the normal 90 minutes without, being complete. And then they went up to, again, extra time. Wakiwa 10 men again. And so I think they will persist and they will fight, because that is also unique. Going more than 100 minutes, with 10 men and fight that way, it's not easy. But on the other hand, remember Koulibaly is back. He will be ready for selection because he was given a red card.
A red
Remember,
card
he has been
last time.
suspended. But I think also Mali, the two Koulibalys again. I don't know. This is a West African derby. Everyone is almost called Koulibaly. And they have something in common. So it won't be easy. It's a derby, and they are both in top 10 in the world in the African ranking. So it will be very, very interesting to watch.
And of course, I'm reading some of the key facts about Mali. As you've mentioned earlier, both of you, that is Barnabe and Celine, Mali reached the quarterfinals without winning a game in open play. I mean, and drawing all 4 matches. I mean, football in Africa. And of course, they overcome Tunisia in the round of 16. And Mali are appearing in the quarterfinals for the 8th time, also after reaching this particular stage in 1994, 2000, 2004, 2012, 2013, and 2023. So they have progressed past the quarterfinal 5 times: 1994, 2002, 2004, 2012, and 2013. So the only quarterfinal defeat came in 2023 after a 2-1 loss to Cote d'Ivoire after extra time. Celine, of course, looking at Senegal, some of the key facts about Senegal, one of the very strongest team where Sadio Mane is, the Koulibalys wanarudi. Senegal have won, of course, 3 matches in open play. Senegal is a very lethal team. We've seen how they're good. They have won their last 2 matches easily. And of course, looking at their previous history in terms of AFCON, I mean, I'm looking at, 10 wins and 5 draws. Definitely them and Morocco, they're almost in the same breath. In terms of looking, remember, of course, that unbeaten run here, Morocco was lost the other time. But now Morocco and Senegal are mostly, of course, the favorite teams. But they look at the teams that will be beating each other in the semifinals.
Yeah. I don't know why you're leaving out Nigeria.
We will get to Nigeria. Watu wa Nigeria. Mnakuwa na kierere. Oga kama hizi.
Sorry.
No, I know what you're just playing.
Yeah. But I feel like...
Senegal, Mali, and go. But I know.
Might go up to penalties again.
Yeah, Mali, Senegal.
Yes,
yeah.
Mali, Senegal up to penalties. Yes, because it's a
goal scored.
Yes, a derby is a derby. They want to, get that bragging rights, and also this will, of course, accumulate and help them improve on their FIFA ranking. So definitely everyone wants this. So it's a fight of the titans, so to say, and we will see a massive. I think every team in this last 8 deserve to be in the final.
Yeah, they do. They are very solid.
By merit.
Indeed. And of course, going into this other game fixture, the second game that will be played tomorrow at around 10 p.m. Kenyan time. That is Cameroon versus hosts Morocco at the Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium in Rabat. The Mali-Senegal game will be played at this Grand Stade in Tangier. Tangier is in the north of Morocco. That's near Tarifa, which is, of course, a town in Spain. So they're neighbors of Spain. So itakuwa kule times at Tangier. And then the midnight game ile ya saa 4 itakuwa kule Prince Moulay Abdallah Stadium. Cameroon versus Morocco. Morocco #1 in Africa. Cameroon #10 in Africa. Celine. What's your prediction of this particular fixture?
I feel like that is one of the best fixtures you can ever watch because either of the team can go home. Morocco can go home and Cameroon can go home. But if you look at the two teams, they have very good squad. If you look at Morocco's squad, looking at their midfield, Amrabat is there. I don't know why people are not seeing Amrabat when it comes to this particular tournament. And I feel like in as much as not showing up, that is a good squad. If Cameroon don't watch out, I think they're going to give Brahim Diaz his 5th or 6th goal. And I feel like it's going to be a tough game. We saw the game that Bafana played Cameroon. It was a very good game. And I feel like in as much as Cameroon have their differences when it comes to the federation and the team, I feel like they're going to put up a fight. But at the end of the day, I think Morocco is going to carry the day. If not, they're going to go to penalties. And Morocco still is going to win on penalties.
There's something there is something that people are talking out here that referees and everyone is rooting for Morocco to be in the final,
including me.
Including you. But honestly, it will be a tough fight. Cameroon has never lately has not lost against Morocco, and that is a record they want to keep. in running. I think Cameroon with a full fit squad right now will give it to Morocco.
Yes.
And this dilly-dally thing Morocco kutafuta bao dakika za mwisho, it might hurt them. Honestly, yeah. I think they are in a way struggling. They don't get their calculation right, you know, during the normal time. And this might work against them because Cameroon wants to come, to choke you and to make sure that you are frustrated, and then they score that crucial goal and at a crucial moment. So for me, I give it to
give it to Morocco.
I give it to Cameroon. I give it to Cameroon.
It will be a very physical match.
Honestly, yes. It will be.
But remember, the hosts, we've seen in previous editions that hosts are usually wanabebwa.
True.
Wanabebwa. Kama ile ya Tanzania.
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Kama ile ya Tanzania, I'm telling you, people felt betrayed, hurt, and watu walisikia vibaya sana. Not only, hata sisi wenye tulikuwa haters wa my neighbors, but we felt it. We felt like, no, they deserved a penalty. Yeah.
Yes, tafadhali Tanzania tunaelewa kwamba mlitolewa sababu lazima host asonge mbele, lakini penye Tanzania mungefunga mabao mapema, msitarajie kufunga mabao mara mwisho watu wa Tanzania. But of course Morocco, that was supposed to be a penalty, honestly. You cannot get a push in the box and you cannot go to VAR. Why? Referees have been very wanting in this particular competition. The other day, of course, we discussed about an Egyptian. I was discussing with the Sport FM team. You remember an Egyptian was the one in charge of the game in, was it the Tunisia versus
yes, the Mali.
Mali.
Tunisia versus Mali, yes.
Yes, there was that game whereby an Egyptian referee was looking at that game. Honestly, I know it's a referee, but still you cannot put an Egyptian to officiate a team that is also in the North African.
Yeah,
sure. I mean, honestly.
Tony, what I can tell you is that Morocco has the whole country, and so to say, the whole of East Africa against them.
Excluding me.
Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda. Yes, we are against them, you know, on a lighter note. Of course, yeah, because walitoa watu wetu. So,
yes, yeah,
football-wise.
Yeah, sisi kama watu kutoka Afrika Mashariki. Muungano, mlitukosea sana. Talking about muungano, muungano wa Jumuiya Afrika Mashariki, we have Azam TV. We want to give you this decoder, brand new, for you to enjoy the Africa Cup of Nations matches. Of course, wanaonyesha pia SportPesa League. Of course, wako na a lot of action za sports hapa na pale. We are giving this particular decoder to you by answering a very simple question. Director wangu Kevo ako pale na producer wangu Alan wataweka hiyo swali. We're asking which teams will make it into the semi-finals. Which team do you think? Talk to us, 0795-045-864, number ya kupiga simu. WhatsApp ni 0793267279. Tuambie. And then I'm giving you a decoder. Hivyo tu, as in hivyo tu, hakuna maswali ngumu. Ingepatia swali kina Celine, wangekuuliza ati watajie maplayer wao kitambo wa Tusker na ingetoboa. But of course, some of the facts about Cameroon, I'm looking at Cameroon. These are facts that were given to me by my producer, Alan. Cameroon are unbeaten in their last 6 matches against AFCON hosts. Now that Morocco need to be very, very wary about. Hiyo ni noma sana. So of course Cameroon tukianza defeated South Africa 2-1 huko kwa round of 16. South Africa of course was their 49th AFCON win. Those are some of the Cameroon facts. We're just going in through some of the few that you can see on the screen. The quarterfinal record for Cameroon, they played 10, won 5, drawn 2, lost 3. Have won 5 quarterfinals in open play. So Cameroon normally go for the killer punch. They're not waiting for you to get tired or drink water, unyongwe na stitch. Wanangoja na kulima hapo. Morocco, of course, we've seen the record is scintillating. Definitely coach Walid Regragui. Wanamtanga Regragui, but mimi namuita Regragui. Definitely we've seen how they've really struggled. In the first game, of course, I remember the game against Comoros. Comoros put them to, into a lot of struggling positions, but they managed at least to get their win and get through that. So definitely there will be no Tanzania in this particular quarterfinal. This is Cameroon. These are some, of course, of former champions, big team. And Celine, my good friend Samuel Eto'o, will be wanting Pagu to win this game. Hiyo unajua.
Yeah, Most definitely.
And of course, we've seen how this Cameroon kama walianza kama diesel engine, sahi wameshika moto.
Yeah, they're on fire. They're on fire. And the game that Cameroon played against, it was Bafana. I think we saw Samuel Eto'o at the stands. He was there cheering the team. And I feel that is something good. I feel like maybe the disputes are over, but I feel like in team, when they're starting the tournaments, I think they still had those differences, but they were like, hey, Majama, we need to work together. We carry this thing at home. And that's why we are seeing they are currently on the Yaka form of their own, of which is a good thing. I feel like the fact that the coach is starting a young and benching Basagog is a good thing because we need to see young players play. Again, we see Mbeumo doing really good in that squad. I feel like they came prepared. They didn't start on a high, but they are catching up with the momentum.
Indeed, true. And of course, we've seen the standards of stadiums, Banabe. People are waiting to see bad state of stadiums. You remember, of course, how, I mean, you saw how Achan was. Inafika mahali stadium, mahali kuna kiraka ya yellow, ama kuna mahali tu imechimbika. These stadiums have gone through diverse weather. I mean, dry, very rainy, flooding. So actually, right now, it's raining so much in some parts of in Morocco. In fact, it's snowing. But look at the state of the grass in those particular pitches. In fact, I saw players sliding on their knees. Try that at Kasarani.
Can you imagine you cannot do that at our international stadium, Kasarani and Nyayo? You cannot do that. If you do that, my friend, unaenda tu na ambulance. Yo yenye imekungoja hapo inakupeleka. You see, they have taken years of preparation.
Yes.
Proper preparation. And you cannot compare them with us. Sisi tuko 1.5 years to that competition, and we are not even talking about, leave alone preparation. We are not even talking about it. The only thing we are talking about ni divorce ndani ya FKF. That is what we are talking about. 22 allegations. Wachana na hiyo story.
Wametoa 22
points agenda why the CEO should not
be in that office.
That office. Sasa sisi.
My friend Harold Ndege.
You know, when we are talking about beautiful places and beautiful planning, like, you know, and countries like Morocco, manze tunafaa tu kujitoa tu kwa hiyo list. We don't deserve to be there. Though I still believe that as a country, we still have what it takes to host that tournament, of course, together with our brothers and sisters, Uganda and Tanzania. But hatuwezi fikia nini state ya Morocco.
Morocco to forget.
Cannot. Talanta ndio hiyo, lakini bado pia unaona hata nyasi bado haija nini. Na siasa ndio hiyo inaingia. So meaning a lot of mikutano zitafanywa Kasarani and Nyayo.
Yes, tutapeleka huko Prophet. Tutapeleka huko Prophet. And tutapeleka Prophet. Algeria Nigeria versus Nigeria. Is other fixture will be held on Saturday. Algeria versus Nigeria. It's a very interesting fixture. Hiyo ni team ya Celine na Algeria. But in your own prediction, Celine, I know you're unaegemea Nigeria. Looking at how, of course, they performed in the last fixture, but they've had 2 days to rest and practice.
Anyway, I'm supporting Algeria. I really wanted DR Congo to proceed so that I can see 2 big African teams wakipelekana mbio, testing the strengths, but it's going to be a tough game because I think we talked about DR Congo versus Algeria and you were like, hey, it's going to be a tough match, but DR Congo could have proceeded, but we underestimated Algeria, and at the end of the day, they ended winning. I'm not going to do the same. I'll just say it's going to be a tough fixture because you don't know what's going to happen. But looking at the form of Nigeria, I think they are the bigger giants when it comes to this game. If they score the early goals, they're going to win that game.
Nigeria.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like Nigeria is going to win that game.
I love Algeria's calmness and confidence during the game, because that's what they demonstrated versus DR Congo. But remember, Tony, they also have 3, actually. I think they have 3 clean sheets in their last 4 matches. So that tells you a lot. And I think that's what Celine is saying. If Nigeria manage to score early, I think they will carry the day. But honestly speaking, it is a tough match. But of course, we give it to Nigeria because of what they've shown us so far in their last 4 matches. Sending a statement of 4-0 last time. The only clean sheet, I think, in the tournament so far. So they can also concede. So for me, the good thing with Nigeria is that they're not depending on only one player. Everyone is up to task. And nafikiri wakieka tu kando hizo mashida zao sijui nini sijui hujanipass.
Nani alipatia keki? We have images from Morocco, of course. I don't know kama tuko nazo.
They had to celebrate together.
Yes, Ademola na Lukman na Osimhen. Osimhen alipatia Ademola keki.
Kamwambia hizo bro, ikuwa mbaya.
Kidogo hiyo kidogo kwangu mimi siwezi accept cake kutoka kwa boy, but ni sawa. That one of course takes care of the chemistry in the team. If I receive from Celine, sawa. Maji alikuwa ananiletea keki. Siwezi chukua keki yako.
Sorry bro, we are still from the same motherland.
Keki.
Yes, why not?
Ninunulie Ashton Martin.
Na angemletea chocolate ungesema. You know?
Toxic masculinity.
Talking about, of course, Algeria and also the Egypt. That game, Algeria versus Nigeria, will be played at the Stade de Marrakesh. That, of course, will be in Marrakesh. The Egypt versus Ivory Coast, the other fixture. Of course, as we get into the top scorers of this particular game so far, Egypt and versus Ivory Coast will be held at Agadir. Yetakuku Agadir, your stadium ya huko. But looking at the top scorers, Brahim Diaz wa Morocco, Mo Salah. Brahim Diaz akona 4 goals, right? Mo Salah akona 3 goals. Lukman akona 3 goals. Lassine Sinayoko akona 3 goals. El Kabi 3 goals. Mahrez 3 goals. Amad Diallo 3 goals. Osimhen 3 goals. Celine, Egypt, Ivory Coast.
I think I said yesterday, I don't think Egypt are up to the task unless they prepare really well, because the game they played, again, it was Benin. They didn't pull out a show that I expected, and I'm not feeling the dominance of Egypt when it comes to this particular tournament. And again, I feel like Mo Salah is lacking mostly. In as much as he is among the top scorers, he's not the Mo Salah that we know, because we know Mo Salah to be a ruthless player. In attacking wise, carrying the team, we're not seeing that. And then again, you look at Ivory Coast, very, very good team. The fact that we have good players, Ahmad also being among the top scorers, I feel like they're up to the task, and I don't think this game is gonna go to penalties. Honestly, I feel like it's either it's gonna end on extra time or full time, because I believe many goals are gonna be scored, or even less goals are gonna be scored from either of the team.
Yeah, of course, Joseph, your prediction yourself, Mike Banabe, Ivory Coast. I know utaegemea to Ivory Coast, but I know unapenda Mo Salah.
No,
but I know utampenda Mo Salah because utakuwa naomba timu yake ipige Arsenal leo.
I don't like Mo Salah.
Oh.
I don't rank him. I rank heroes like Didier Drogba, Yaya Toure, and those big names. But Mo Salah, for me, I think Nikuzeka Mezeka. It's not that he's not turning up. It's his time. I mean, he has done what he could have done, and he did it. So for me, I feel it's not his time. That whoever is going to win that match, definitely that match will be won in the midfield and of course in attack. The two parts, because they are both strong in attacking and of course in the midfield, with the speed up front, of course, and quick passes from of course Egypt. We have seen them really trying not to have too many touches without a shot on target or off target. So I think it will, Cote d'Ivoire will try to reciprocate the same, trying to get early goals again, because if you concede, you are, one leg out of the tournament, because unaweza funga moja, ufungwe moja na ikose kurudi. So mimi na feel it's a fight that itatumia high IQ and itakuwa ni ya mambio, kwa sababu those boys bana wamekula. Ahmad is everywhere. Ahmad is running like ni kama hata rudi Manu tena.
Ni kama Manu kina mfungia bana.
Ni kama hakuwa na G-Express. That boy is everywhere, sweating up and down, and you can see what Africa Cup of Nations means. And I think, Tony, this is one of the best tournaments za Africa, yani the best edition yenye tumeona. Beautiful stadium, beautiful fans ambao wamekam kuona. You saw what happened after DR Congo lost. The main man
ule Amura aliomba msamaha, ule mwenye Algeria,
yes, alisema hakuwa anajua.
Asijaribu.
Alisema hakuwa anajua.
Wanajifanyanga wanaishi Europe.
I mean, of course wanajifanyanga hawajui nini naendelea.
Africa,
so I think we've seen one of the best editions. You know, big names come home. Tumeona big names in movies, soka, kina Kunde, tumeona wamekuja, kina
Mbappe,
Vin Diesel. They all came to Africa to watch this. Goodness, one of the best editions.
Asante sana Michael Barnabe, Celine, thank you very much as well. Of course, my analyst here.
We're done.
Extra. Hivyo tu ndio yani inakuaga short and sweet. AFCON Extra every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tomorrow we have a big one because we'll be ushering in that particular game that is between game ya kwanza ni game ya kwanza of course ya jioni ni Morocco versus hiyo ya Cameroon, and of course the big one that of course starting up at 7 p.m. we shall be ushering in tomorrow from 1:30 p.m. so stick around for that. Recorder tunakupatia, ala nataangalia kwa ala ametuma messages, we're giving you this recorder. My name is Tony on behalf of my director Kevin, super director, award winning director, my producer Alan Nzoki. Tuko na graphics, ilikuwa nani graphics leo graphics Edu ako pale. Tumekuwa na nani kwenye Collins, Kolo, my good boy, sound engineer, and niambia watu wengine niambia wale wengine MCR, of course in our digital team. Digital mweke hizi vitu mtandaoni tafadhali, ama hivyo ndio mtaenda kupigwa kama Morocco. And then of course the entire team here, the floor managers hapa ndani, ni venye director hataki kutuambia majina yao, sijui kama mko na waru au mjalipa deni, but thank you so much for watching this particular show on behalf of the entire Cape Media team. We wish you a pleasant viewing. Nasikia kuna show kubwa inakuja after this. Sisi tumeenda kungojea EPL ya Arsenal na Arsenal na nani? Na Liverpool.
Acha wakapambane na huko. Sisi hata hiyo mpira.
Mama Africa, rise, golden prize, Africa cup, level up, 25-5-5, AFCON now live, African football.